Hello, today we are going to learn about quadratic functions. A quadratic function can be expressed as a function of the order 2. That means its variable is in power 2. This is the very easy and the first way to identify a quadratic function. In here, this a, it can be any finite value, but this cannot be 0. If this is 0, this is not a quadratic function. And b and c can take any finite number. This can be 0 or negative or positive. It doesn't matter. A quadratic equation is a special case where fx of a quadratic function is equal to 0. Here we can write a quadratic equation as ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. When identifying a quadratic equation, a must be any finite value, but it cannot be 0, and b and c can be any number, any finite number. Solutions to a quadratic equation is known as its zeros or its roots. In most of the cases, they will give us a quadratic function equation and they will ask us for its zeros or roots. There are 3 different ways to find roots of any quadratic equation. So today we are going to learn how to find its roots. The first way to find the roots of a quadratic function is to use the equation, or known as the quadratic formula. In this quadratic formula, they have expressed the solutions or roots for a quadratic equation in a simple form. First, we'll define a quadratic equation. A simple quadratic equation can be written as a x squared plus bx plus c equals 0. The solutions of this quadratic function or quadratic equation is mentioned as x equals minus b plus or minus square root b squared minus four ac over 2a. This is known as the formula to find the roots of a quadratic function. This b is taken from the b value of the equation. This a is taken from the a value of the equation. Also c, it is coming from the c value of the equation. Let's find out. Let's take a simple example. There is a quadratic function, let's say 2x squared plus 5x plus 3, and this can be written as a quadratic equation as 0 equal 2x squared plus 5x plus 3. Let's say we need to find the roots of this function. And let's remind again, we have a quadratic formula for x. x equal minus b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac over 2a. First, let's see. This is the general format of a quadratic function. So according to this function, our a is 2 and b is 5, c is 3. Now we have values for a, b, c. We can use these values in this quadratic formula and easily find the roots. Okay, now I am going to use the quadratic formula to solve for my equation. In my equation, a equals to 2, b equals to 5 and c equals to 3. Now I am going to place these values in this equation. X equals minus b is 5, plus or minus square root b squared, b is 5 squared minus 4, a means 2 and c means 3, all divided by 2 times a. Now I am going to simplify this. Minus 5 plus or minus the square value of 5 is 25. Remember, 5 into 5 minus 4 times 2, it is 8. 8 times 3, it is 24. Divided by 2 into 2, 4. Okay, now minus 5 plus or minus 25 minus 24, it is 1 divided by 4. Okay, then our x is minus 5. The square root of 1 is 1. Then we can write it as plus or minus 1 over 4. I can separate my two solutions for this quadratic equation simply as x equals minus 5 plus 1 over 4, or x equals minus 5 minus 1 over 4. This comes as x equals minus 4 over 4, or x equals minus 6 over 4. I can simplify these answers as x equals minus 1 or x equals minus 3 over 2. These are the solutions for the quadratic equation we found before.